Hey, I'm Noelle.
And I'm Marissa, but Noelle calls me Pete.
And I'm Mikayla.
And welcome back to
Take It Home
with Mikayla.
Our third guest.
Our third.
Oh.
Just kidding. Hey.
Hey.
What are you wearing right now, Mikayla?
I'm a goose.
She's a silly goose.
Goose girl.
Goose.
Silly goose on the loose.
So me and Pete have been talking a lot about how we've been, or how we were recently bridesmaids in a wedding, in our friend's wedding. And guess who that friend was? Or is, I guess. She's still alive and she's here with us today.
Meese.
She's sitting next to us. Meese Meek.
Meese. It is Meese. Mikayla's the one who got married.
It's me. I feel very honored that I've been mentioned several times on the pod.
You've been mentioned a lot.
Yeah. I'm like, wow.
The wedding was just such a big thing for us.
Well, yes.
And we were bridesmaids. But the reason why, well, not the only reason, but a reason why I say that right now is because Mikayla's dressed up like a goose, kind of. She's wearing this little, like, comfy, snuggy looking goose thing. And for her bachelorette party, the theme was goose on the loose. So she wore this and dressed like a goose, and we all tried to capture her because she was on the loose.
Yes.
I have a confession.
Wait, what?
I haven't washed this since Vermont.
That's fine.
I wouldn't expect that, you know?
Okay, that makes me feel
How
less
often do you wear
bad.
it?
I'll wear it around the house, but so I guess it still has, like, you know, the Vermont bar germs on
the
it.
bar germs.
Yeah.
I didn't think
That's
about
okay.
But Vermont's pretty clean, low key. We didn't really go to any grimy bars.
that. Cleaner than New York.
Definitely.
Yeah. She's got
Wait,
history.
who are you?
I'm Mikayla. Mikayla Cohen.
Where are you from?
I'm from South Florida.
Do you like alligators?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're better than crocodiles. Crocodiles are kind of scary.
Aren't alligators scary too, though?
Alligators are like nice crocodiles. Like, you're taught that like alligators are fine, but like the crocodiles are the things that you want to like stay away from. They're kind of like scary, and they kind of like look scarier, low key.
Wait, are there
Aren't they
crocodiles in
bigger?
Florida?
Yeah, there's crocodiles and alligators. Crocodiles are
Remember-
like spiky.
Mikayla and I did a bike trail in the Everglades and literally saw alligators. They would just like walk on the trail that you were on.
Yep, it's called Shark Valley, and it's a big, and not even that big, but it's like a road where you can take a tram or a bike, or you can even like walk, but it's really long.
Crazy that you can walk and there are just
I know.
alligators free roaming.
Well, see, like the alligators, like people aren't really scared of them because apparently like they're naturally fed through the canals.
I thought you were about to say they're naturally femme.
They're naturally femme, so they're not scared of them. No, they're naturally fed through like the canals, so they're not like, you know, jonesing to chomp on anyone.
Trying to eat ya.
No, yeah. So they're chill. They're pretty chill.
Gators.
How do we know you?
Well, you know me from our college, Elon University.
Not related to Elon Musk.
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wear my Elon hat in public. People have literally stopped me. I was at a wedding gig and someone was like, "Is that like a real university?" And I was like, yes. I like panicked. I was like, no, not Elon Musk. I was like, do people think that like I'm wearing like
People
Elon
do
Musk
think
University?
that
Yeah, I stopped wearing my Elon crew
Same,
neck.
because it just says Elon on it, and that's
Yeah.
like...
Yeah.
Man.
Anyway, what are we drinking, y'all?
Mikayla, will you tell us what we're drinking?
Of course.
Because it's your thing.
Yeah, so for my honeymoon with my husband, we went to Portugal, and my favorite drink that we had was port wine. Of course, you got to get port wine when you're in Portugal. But my favorite cocktail that we had is called Porto Tonic, and it's basically just port wine and tonic water, and you can like make it fancy with some mint or orange. But
We didn't do that, sorry.
Yeah, we're just having bare bones, which is still probably going to be delish. I'm excited. It's with the what's it called? Taylor's Tawny Port Wine. So, Pete, what are you drinking?
So I'm drinking a mocktail for reasons I cannot disclose. No, I'm kidding. There's just something that I have to do in the morning and I just don't want to drink. But
You still didn't disclose it.
Mine is cranberry juice and tonic water.
They kind of look the same on camera,
It does look the same.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's like very sweet wine.
Yeah.
Is port wine like a dessert wine?
It is a dessert wine, dude. I had the
Okay, I actually want to try a sip just to
port wine. So
trying the port. What is it called?
Porto tonic.
Porto tonic.
Oh, you like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to try port wine I've never tried Taylor's Tawny Port, so I want to try that by itself.
Wait, how does it compare to Manischewitz?
Oh, Manischewitz is just candy gross.
So it's not as sweet.
I mean, like it is. It's hard to describe. They're like kind of similar. Port wine feels a little bit more like a liqueur than Manischewitz.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Manischewitz just tastes like sweet sugar wine, which I do enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
But port wine is a little more like
Potent?
yeah, like syrupy. Like
What were we drinking in Spain all the time?
Vermouth.
Vermouth. I wonder if it's similar.
vermouth.
Honestly, it kind of tastes similar.
Yeah.
I wanna try it by
I like that though. I
itself.
mean, it's like a spritz basically.
Yeah, and that's why I liked it because it was very refreshing because we were drinking so much wine that something a little lighter was just very very nice.
I love wine, especially red wine, but it's like hard to drink.
a lot of red wine.
Yeah, because it's just a lot. Like, it's very rich, and so that like kind of
calms it down.
I don't know the words.
Calms it.
Dilutes it, makes it lightens the
Palatable.
load. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lightens the load, y'all.
So that's our sip.
Our sippy poo. And
pretty good.
now, what are our smiles of the week? Smiles of the week. Smiles of the week. Smiles of the week. That's a new thing we started doing
Is
a
that
couple
like
sods ago.
What's it called? Is that a staple now?
Kind of.
Honestly, yeah.
Didn't you guys try to do like a harmony on it one time?
Smile of the week, smile of the week. Smile of the week, smile of the week.
Can I add a
Kinda.
third.
We can,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Can we
Smile.
do higher?
Wait, smile.
Smile. Smile of the week. Smile of the week.
I need to know what the melody is.
Smile of the week. Smile of the week.
No, you're not singing real notes.
Smile of the week. Smile of the week. Sort of. It was better. It was better.
Well, what's your smile of the week? Smile of the
I'm
week.
first.
If you want, or someone else can go first. It's up to you.
I can go first. Okay.
You.
Meese. Okay, so my smile of the week is I went back home on Sunday. I've been flying a lot back and forth from New York and Florida recently for the Carbonell Awards, which is a which is the awards for South Florida theater, which I was nominated for Best Leading Female Actress of a Musical. And it was just so amazing. I got to sing a song with a full 12-piece orchestra in wig and costume, and it was just so magical because I haven't, done it in like a year. But that is not my smile. My smile is like a little more specific. So I was really fortunate to have won in my category. And so, and it was just so surreal. That moment was crazy. Like I was just in the category with such talented, amazing, and kind performers with me. So I really did not expect to win. And when I did, like, it was so interesting because when they were saying all of the people that were nominated, including me, like, all of our faces showed up on the screen. And I was just sitting there, like, I had just sang my song. I was done performing and I was just like sitting, enjoying with my friends and my husband. I was just sitting there like husband.
That's crazy.
I know. Husband. And I was sitting there like so at peace, You know what I mean? Like, I was just
Aw.
like, I was like, wow, like, this is so amazing. Like, I did not give a single fuck. Like, I did, like, obviously when I won, I was really grateful. But like, when I was saying that, I was just like, wow, whatever happens, happens. And I'm so at peace and so like chill. And then they were like, Mikayla Cohen. I was like shocked back into life. Do you know when you're like at peace, like when you're like meditating and then like something happens and you're like, oh, or like when like the timer goes off and you're like, oh, reality. That's kind of how I felt. But my specific smile, this is taking a long time to get to my smile, building up the story, the drama. But when they said my name, like at that second where like I was snapped back into reality and then into like a higher plane of existence almost, it was like so weird. I looked to Spencer, my husband, and I've only seen him do this because I'm, you know, whenever he watches me perform, I'm on stage. So I don't know if he's ever done this before, but he literally looked at me and was like, "Wah!" Like he gave like his like sports scream. And I've seen him watch sports like so many times, but like he like looked at me with like the biggest smile on his face and did like the biggest sports scream. And it was so cute. And it just made me really happy.
Spoon.
That's so cute.
And yeah, and then I just, yeah, that was my smile, was seeing him just like absolutely like go bananas when I won.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. And then I walked up. I didn't even prepare a speech because I didn't think I was gonna win. And so, and this was like full Tony's, like you had to make a speech. Like,
So what did you say?
No.
Were you nervous?
I was nervous as fuck. Do you want to hear some of what I said? That could be interesting for
Play
the
it
pod?
into the pod, into the microphone.
I was like, like I didn't expect to win. Like it was like I was like, oh, like I really just sounded like that. Like a witch, like all in my head voice.
Anything prepared. I am so grateful to Slow Burn Theater Company, for Patrick and Matthew for believing in me. So a big thank you to them, a big thank you to the creative team, the whole cast of Anastasia for making the entire process and show an absolute dream. I couldn't have expected or asked for a better cast that was so warm and welcoming, a creative team that was so warm and welcoming.
That's enough of that. Anyway, so you can see that I'm just like overwhelmed with emotion. But my smile was seeing him just like snapping me back into reality and like seeing like the sports scream, but for me. I thought that was really sweet. Yeah.
I love that.
Spencer.
Well, Spencer, that's my smile.
I like your smile.
I like your smile. And congratulations
Thank you, Miss Ma'am.
to my sweet Anastasia. Well,
That's my smile.
cool smile.
Thank you. It's someone else's turn to speak now.
Okay, my smile is very simple. Is that I bought fancy butter from the grocery store. I bought butter from Vermont. It was like $8 for 2 sticks of butter. And I've just been eating it throughout the day, every day. Not by itself.
Wait, what kind of butter?
what's
is
in
this
it?
what you got for our Friendsgiving the other day?
It is. And I've been just...
Noelle was in charge of rolls. So she had to get good butter.
So I had to get good butter. And I've just been eating bread and butter.
That's such a good snack.
Especially when it's like really good bread and really good butter.
God. Like,
Is there anything like in it, or is it just like really
Is it
like,
grass-fed?
high quality
Butter.
Butter.
It's just very high quality butter.
Did you?
And I think it's grass fed.
better be.
Did you know you can make your own butter?
Yeah.
I've made my own butter accidentally.
Wait, accidentally?
Yeah.
Wait, how?
When I was making
What happened?
buttercream.
Michaela's a baker.
Oh, that's a good segue. I brought you guys a little treat.
Wait, what?
I know they didn't see me sneak this tinfoil.
I guess
I
it's
didn't
been
really-
sitting there, but I didn't
No one-
question
I
it.
know.
just assumed that it was like something for you.
No, it's for use.
Use and meese.
Use and use. Well, just use because I
Mise
have
and
so
use.
much of it back.
Wait, I'm so... Wait.
What the frick? I can't do this
I'm
with
guessing
one
that
hand.
it's
You
cake.
can put the mic down for a second if you need
Okay.
to. ASMR. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, it's cookie cake!
No way.
Use.
Wait.
And it's for oos.
Should we get a fork?
You should get a knife. It's a little hard.
You think a knife?
A knife.
We would need a knife and a fork.
Or should I just use
You
my
can just
finger?
use your hand, but you might need a knife. That paper is
ball.
edible, so you can. There's frosting under that paper. The middle is the best, Pete. Get the middle.
Like
Wait,
that.
you made
Yeah.
cookie cake.
Yeah, for Spencer's birthday.
Oh wait, how did you do the paper
You can take.
thing?
It's an edible printer. Yoink.
What?
Yes.
What the hell?
Yes, it's a wafer paper like what you get at what is it called? The Christian thing.
Hobby Lobby?
No.
Wait.
The wafer is like in Christian
communion.
Communion.
Not Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. The
Hobby
wafers
Lobby
you get at
versus
the Christian
communion.
place. Hobby Lobby.
Oh yeah, Hobby Lobby. You are
Buttercream. Thank you. It's all homemade.
Very yummy.
You are talented.
Thank you.
You are talented.
But yes, I made buttercream.
You are talented.
I made buttercream by over whipping. Wait, what? I made butter by over whipping buttercream, and then it turns into butter. But then I like, it's like
I want more.
I make buttercream from the butter that I made from the failed buttercream. Does that make wait?
You made buttercream. Oh, so you like recycled your butter
Yes, I'm not gonna throw that away.
to make it's like buttercreamception.
Yeah, literally.
Buttercreamception.
Literally.
You tried to make buttercream, it turned into butter, so then you used that butter to make more buttercream.
Yes, correct.
Wait, how do you make buttercream?
You make buttercream. So the reason that it separated into butter is because I added heavy whipping cream. And so when you add a little too much heavy whipping cream to your buttercream, then and you over whip it, it can get chunky, and then it can turn into butter. Chunky. But to make buttercream, basically you just take like however many sticks of butter you want. You make sure it's room temp. You put it in your stand mixer or you have a hand blender, and then you like whip it until it's literally like white, which takes a long time. And then you add powdered sugar and vanilla extract and a little bit of salt.
Sugar.
This is really good.
Butter.
Peedle D. What is your smile of the week?
So my smile is that over the weekend, I had my like childhood best friend, Abby. Hi, Abby, for listening to this. She came to visit New York, kind of just like not impromptu, but like she came for, I think, less than 48 hours with her boyfriend for like an engagement party. But I got to see her while she was here. She came and spent the night, and then like we got brunch the next morning, and I'm just really glad I got to see her and catch up because we don't really get to see each other that often anymore. Like she lives in Maryland and I live here in New York, and you know, sometimes when we're home for the holidays, we are able to catch each other, but I wasn't able to see her last year. Yeah, so we got some like nice quality time, and
Wait, that's nice.
that was my smile.
How long was it? Like how long had it been?
Since I saw her, I actually don't even know. I don't know. I'm losing track of time.
Dude, that's real.
Time is flying. I don't know.
It is.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that was my smile.
I love those friends where you can just like not see them for like
Yeah,
years.
it's like what are those friends that we may not talk every day or that often, but when we're together, it's like, you know, no time has passed, and
That's important.
yeah.
I love those friendships.
A mí también.
Oh,
Okay.
you just go to Mexico?
She just went to Mexico, y'all.
Hablo español.
Oh. Wait, how fluent are you? Like, how much can you
I'm not
say?
fluent.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, okay, I will say though, I was a little impressed with myself.
Okay.
Like I was able to get around and ask questions, and like if people would give me directions and stuff, I'd understand what they were saying. Was always ordering my food and drinks in Spanish. Basic.
Okay.
But like I did good.
Dude, Spencer like always surprises me with how much Spanish he knows.
Really?
He knows like a lot more Spanish than I always think he does.
Should me and Spencer start speaking in Spanish?
Yeah, you guys should like practice with each other so that you can get better at the language. That's how you learn a language, is talking with people.
That's
Yeah.
true. Should we talk about things that we're
Yeah.
supposed to talk about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're very off.
Let's get
off
into
the
our
track.
topic. Our topic today, I don't know. Like, we're going to talk about Mikayla being a newlywed. And can you be a singular newlywed?
I think so. Like
Like,
a
it's not just
newlywed
newlyweds.
person. Yeah, that makes sense. I am wearing white also. I just realized that, even though I'm a goose.
Yes.
Wearing white.
No, but we wanted to touch on what it's like getting married in your 20s in this day and age. I think that in our parents' generation, or like, you know, a few generations ago, it was very, very normal and like typical to get married in your 20s. And I think that as time goes on, especially like living in New York City when everyone's just kind of like living in their own world, different lives.
Lots of people are not getting married.
Lots of people are not settling down. Not that you guys are like settled down, because whatever, what does that mean? But maybe the average age of getting married is like increasing.
Yeah, I agree.
And this is something that we can't speak to here on the podcast. And like you're my first like friend to like close friend to get married.
I know,
so
it's kind of wacky.
yeah, it's really cool though, because I will say like I met you in college and you've been with Spencer since you were 15? 16. So high school sweethearts.
We have not known a Mikayla without a Spencer.
Yeah,
so true.
Like when we met you, you were already dating each other.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I feel like when you're in college, so many couples break up, and especially long distance couples. But I don't think I ever was concerned about you and Spencer breaking up. Like, I think I was always just kind of like, oh, that's Spencer. That's Mikayla's
person. Yeah.
Like, that's her person. Like,
Sometimes you just know, like, you know,
there was never
you
like a
probably knew, and then everyone around you just never questioned anything.
besides like a couple of random people but I think people probably who just like had their own relationship problems and were like
Projecting.
they're never gonna last.
Well, I remember in freshman year, everyone thought this was my bad. This was totally my bad. Everyone thought that Spencer was like this asshole, like douchebag guy because
That is so funny
I
because
know.
he's like he's Spencer.
I know, but like I was really like depressed. I was depressed as fuck, and I was like very reliant on him to like, you know, be there 24/7. And so when he wouldn't like answer me when he was like doing his own thing, or when, you know, when I was just struggling, like I would just be like, he's not it. I would just cry. I would cry a lot freshman year, I think.
Freshman year of college is also just so hard.
It is. And I think people like saw that and saw that I was like crying over a boy and was like, oh, this guy's a douche. Like, he's such an ass. You know what I
But
mean?
you just like missed him.
Why don't I remember that?
Someone told me that, like some Elon people told me that, and then they said, yeah, you were just dramatic. They were like,
Wait,
Spencer's
what?
not an asshole. You were just like being a little baby
That's
girl.
so funny. Like, I don't remember that. And you and I were pretty close freshman year.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know who said that to me, but someone like from our class was like, yeah, people thought that like Spencer was like an asshole the first year of college.
That's so funny.
I don't
recall
remember
that.
that.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe it was only a few people then in college, and maybe like my actual besties, like not no shade, no tea, no shade, but like, you know, like the people who were close,
actual friends.
my actual besties were like, you know what I mean?
I mean, that makes sense though. Like, if someone's crying over a boy, you are probably going to be like, what did they do?
Yeah.
Who's this man?
Yeah.
But there was just like so much going on in our lives at that time, and you were probably just going through a lot of changes.
Oh, yeah. I was, like-
adjustments.
Yeah, it
You
was-
guys were starting long distance.
When did you
is hard.
realize that Spencer was your person that you were going to end up with forever?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like a part of me always knew, you know, I feel like I always just wanted to keep going with him and keep, you know what I mean? Like, I just never saw a future without him. So it wasn't ever like a, this is the moment I knew. It was more of like a, yeah. You know what I mean?
One interesting thing you said to me recently is that you don't think you and Spencer had a honeymoon phase of your relationship.
I think we've just always been so comfortable with each other. And so, like, you know, we started off as friends, and we started off like as kids, you know, and I think that I don't know if you can even have a honeymoon. I mean, I feel like when you're kids, a honeymoon phase is like a little more like, I don't know, like lots of high highs and lots of low lows, and you're like, oh my, you know what I mean? But we were always just so comfortable with each other, and so just like we just felt very at home with each other. So it was always just a constant feeling of like warmth, and that's why I don't know if I like the honeymoon phase, because that means that something can end.
I saw a TikTok recently, which Boo.
Boo.
TikTok. Literally, we talked about this on our social media episode a couple weeks ago, like how TikTok is so stressful, especially when dating, because it tells you all these different things. But I saw this one TikTok that was like, if you and your partner didn't have a honeymoon phase, it is not going to work out. And just like this whole thing about that. And I was like, wait, what? And I don't know why, it just kind of freaked me out. But then you were like, me and Spencer didn't have a honeymoon phase. And I was like, oh.
I don't know. I guess
nothing,
like,
everything's different.
Every relationship is different. TikTok is a silly goose girl. I guess that was like a realization I just had on the pod. Like, I think a honeymoon phase implies that it can be over. Which I don't think that happened.
I've always heard that it like shifts into like passionate love, and then it shifts into companionate love.
Yeah.
It's like the psychological term. I don't know if that's like a real term in psychology, but I think like, are you saying that you feel like you still have that? Like, I mean, obviously you still have that passion.
Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't end. It's something that, but then you get more comfortable with each other, and
yeah. And then you become like a part of each other rather than just two people that are.
What was it like growing up with the person that you ended up marrying?
Dude, it's kind of wacky because I mean, like, Spencer and I didn't grow up in the sense that like we were like children, like we were 16, so we were still like kids. But it's interesting because, you know, you get to grow up with this person and see them turn into different versions of themselves and grow alongside of this person while you are also growing. Like, we're just ever changing all the time, and just like falling in love with the different versions of each other is like so interesting and wonderful, because you can't ever like just think that you know someone, you know what I mean? Like, you are always evolving and always growing. So to be able to like, you know, be with your partner from when you're like a kid to when you're an adult, like it's just been so wonderful to love every version of him, and then every version of myself along with him, because he also loves that version of me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people really admire you and Spencer's relationship just because you guys are such cutie patooties and are so in love and soulmates. But what are things that, like, what advice would you have to give someone who's maybe like either, I guess, in any stage in the relationship, in the beginning or middle or end? Not end, just kidding. But like, what have you and Spencer had to work through? Because obviously the two of you aren't just so cute and perfect because just from the fact that you're soulmates. Like, you've obviously had to work through stuff and work on things. A relationship is hard work too. So where have you had to put in hard work, and what advice do you have for others?
I think like you are still two different people with two different sets of values and two different sets of like, you know, what you think is right or wrong or da-da-da-da. So it's like finding the balance of your different beliefs, values. I mean, it sounds cliche, but it's like communication is so important, but communication with love and understanding, and making sure, I mean, this is just for me, like, that you are calm and level-headed and when you have those important conversations, and that you come at it from a place of love rather than like a place of like high passion, if that makes sense. Because I don't think anyone can think when they're just so like passionate about something. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Spencer and I have talked about it's like treating each other like little kids when we both feel like not heard. You know what I mean? So like coming at it very calmly,
which is so interesting, because I feel like every like conflict, or if you're hurt by someone, like it's kind of like your inner child being wounded a little bit.
Yeah, for
or
sure.
Like those childhood wounds are coming to life in your adult relationship. So like, that's actually a very interesting perspective of like treating your partner, like not treating them like a child,
like a
but
kid,
like
but
what you said, like approaching them like you're speaking to a child when you're having those conversations. That's really That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, like, anytime that I'm feeling like a little, like, I think I told you this, Noelle, but like, anytime I'm feeling like, oh, Spencer, like, stop, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm just like annoyed or something, I'll just see him, you know, I didn't know him when he was a little kid, but I've seen pictures, and I'll just see like little, like, 7-year-old Spencer just try, you know what I mean? Just like living his life, and I'll be like, oh, no, that's my guy, you know what I mean? So like,
That's your guy.
that's my guy. So I just try and I mean, I'm a pretty like gentle person unless I'm driving.
Scary driver.
That's your
Scary
off-brand
driver.
trait.
That's my off-brand trait, but I'm a very like not aggressive person. So, and I think that like, and he's not too. So I think that really works in our favor whenever we do get into like arguments. But you know, he's a Scorpio, so sometimes he gets a little fiery, which you guys have never seen that side of him. No, I don't think like anyone but me and his parents have seen that
It's
side
weird
of him.
when you talk about that, like Spencer being in a sassy mood.
Yeah, because he
Like,
does.
I can't imagine.
I can't imagine him being like sassy.
He gets
Like,
a little
is he ever
sassy.
like, okay, Mikayla?
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you like Spencer? Like, stop.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. I literally, it's like, all right. I like, because I'm, you know, I teach kids, and and you know, whenever anyone gets any sort of like heated at me, I'm like, okay, all right. Like, sometimes you just got to be like, all right, like, okay, I can't really talk to you right now. Like, just talk to me when we could just take a breath. You know what I mean? Like, so I just don't think it's very productive to have a conversation when anyone is in that sort of a state of being. And I do stand by the sentiment of not going to bed angry. I think if you can solve as much as you can, like, you can be a little annoyed at each other, like, whatever, like, you still love each other. But if you can try and, you know, hash out the things that were bothering you before you go to sleep, I think that's always have a little smooch before bed. I don't know. You should always smooch. Smooch all the time.
Let's talk about your wedding.
Okay.
Because
How was it?
I was there. Just kidding, guys.
and like what it was like planning a wedding.
Oh
and-
my God.
Did it feel very adult-like?
Yes.
Like, I cannot imagine planning a wedding right now.
I know.
It was like, because I've planned events before, because, you know, I owned a business. I still kind of own it, but, you know, like, I owned a business. I planned.
Wait, do you own it right now?
I do. She's kind of in hibernation. But I planned like balls, you know what I mean? Like big events. This was unlike anything I have ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. There's, you know, a lot of advice that I would have for someone who is planning a wedding. There's just like so much I could say. I'm honestly like unpacking it all now. I was telling Pete that, like, you know, at the wedding and at my honeymoon, I was just like, I'm just gonna forget all of these like things that are on my mind, and I'm just gonna be present and stay in the moment and like enjoy this amazing magical day. And I did. I'm really proud of myself for doing that.
I'm proud of you too.
Thank you. And so, you know, I did that for all of the wedding and Portugal. And I just, you know, came back from working on a boat.
You've been nonstop
I've been
going since your
nonstop.
wedding. Like, this is the first time that we're all seeing each other since literally your wedding night, which is
like
crazy.
a month, literally a month.
Wait, one side note. When Spencer proposed to Mikayla, you didn't have your nails done. So he was texting me and Pete being like, I need advice. Like, what do we do about her nails? Blah, blah. And he ended up getting 2 different sets of press-on nails to bring to the engagement so that she would have her nails done. So he literally brought press-on nails when he proposed to you.
And they looked great. That was like the icing on top of the cake. He really like,
He knows
He
you.
thinks it through.
because I used to bite my nails, so my nails were like crusty. You know what I mean? Basically, what I was gonna say is that I let my brain turn off, and now I'm like coming back, and I'm just able.
You're
to processing it
processing
now.
the day and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that like made me not as happy, and I didn't let them ruin my day, and I let them like be whatever they were, and I tried to take them out of my brain as much as I could.
Good.
Yeah, and I think I did a great job of that at the moment. But now I'm like, now I'm here and
Processing
I'm
it.
finally able to process it, and I'm like, well,
Can
here's
we
all the emotions.
Talk about how much pressure is on I mean, I haven't experienced it, but like having a wedding.
Dude, yeah.
It's
so
like,
much.
it needs to be the best day of your life.
Yeah.
And everything needs to be perfect. And it's like the supposed to be the biggest freaking day of your life.
That's a lot of pressure.
And that is a lot of pressure
I feel
leading up to it.
There's a lot of pressure to like impress other people or make other people happy too, like the guests of the wedding and stuff. When it's like, it's really should just be a day about you and Spencer loving each other.
Yeah, and see, like, my goal was not to impress people. Like, I put my people pleaser stuff aside, and I was like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. You know what I mean? But obviously, I'm not alone in planning the wedding. So
Yeah.
So I think like I did a pretty okay job of like putting that aside, but there was a lot of that at the wedding, just because there always is. You know what I mean? Like it's all like you want people who are especially because it was like a destination wedding. Like you want people to feel appreciated that they took all of the time and effort to travel to you for this wedding. So you do want them to have a good time.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is about, you know, Spencer and me and our love. And I think everyone there really knew that and like really supported us in our love and our relationship. And I thought that was very special because I just felt very supported and very like, you know what I mean? Like everyone was there for us.
It was such a beautiful day and a beautiful experience, like being a part of your wedding and
It was.
having known you for so long and you and Spencer together as a couple for so long. And
That's the other thing too. Like we're literally friends with Spencer outside of Mikayla.
Which I love. That was in my vows.
It was.
I love how much he loves my friends. Like I
Like-
genuinely do.
Spencer will text me and Pete and be like, "When are the three of us going to eat burgers together?"
Yeah, we have this
we have
tradition kind of getting burgers. Or like, I don't know, one day we made short ribs.
I was there with my protein bar.
were there.
You came late, and it's because we
Is that what it's
invited
called?
you after
Short
the
ribs?
three of us already made the plan. We were like, yeah, like
Or we're like, oh wait, yeah, you can come.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Was it like, I don't know, it was implied, of course, that you were invited.
Right.
But like, yeah, Spencer, Noelle, and I are huge foodies. So we bond over that.
Can we put the picture? I have a confession. I only listen to the podcast. I've never watched.
Oh, that's okay.
What the hell?
I'm sorry, but can we put a picture of like the
Yes.
short rib and my protein bar short rib?
Oh my God,
Yes.
yeah, okay, insert
Protein bar.
note for future you.
Pete.
Put it in. Yes. So, yes, I just love you guys as a couple and as individuals, obviously. And it was like magical. When I was there experiencing it, I was like, there were so many personal, like beautiful little touches
Thank you.
that you guys
the special rocks.
added. The rocks, the handkerchiefs. Is that what they're called?
And
There
just
were so many things.
your vows too were really special.
Dude, I thought I was going to cry, but I did not think I was going to bawl. Jeez.
And Spencer cried.
Spencer cried during my vows. Yeah, he didn't cry during his vows, but he
Spencer
was
notoriously doesn't cry, right?
at all.
What
yeah.
part did he start crying in? What did you say like right before he started
I
crying?
honestly can't remember. He would remember. He also did want to have a cameo in this podcast. Should we call him and see which part he cried on? Is that a good spot for him?
Yeah,
or no?
sure.
Spence, you're on the pod.
I'm on the pod.
Hi,
Yeah.
Spoon.
Hi, Spoon.
Hi.
Question for you.
Okay.
When was the moment or moments that you cried during the vows again?
That's a good question.
Do you remember?
I don't know if I remember these specific.
What about I thought
Just
it
like the moment, I was lost in the moment. You know what I mean?
I thought it was wasn't I feel like you told me one of the because I wasn't looking at you because I was bawling myself. I think one of the moments you told me was like with the light, the sun
That's
shower.
that's the one I remember. Yes.
Yeah, but
When
there,
you describe me as a light. And that one got me a little bit.
also, did you know that some people at Elon thought you were an asshole my freshman year?
They thought I was an asshole.
Yeah,
Why?
because I
Can
would
ask
always
why?
because I would always be crying over you because of the long distance, and I was like, yeah, you know what I mean?
So people assumed it was because you were an asshole.
I'm just the worst.
Anyway, do you want to say anything else on the pod?
I think you'd appreciate that. I'm standing outside right now and I'm looking up into somebody's window and they're watching Ratatouille.
I love that movie.
That's one of Spencer's favorite movies.
I did know
One of
that.
my favorite movies.
Such a good one.
Funny.
He loves Ratatouille.
I love Mikayla. I love the Take It Home pod. And have a great rest of your episode. Wait. A great rest of your sode. Sorry.
Yes, thank you. Sewed.
Thank
He's a
you.
listener.
All right.
You're going to be in Florida with Rodney. While I am in New York with Spoon.
Aw.
True.
True.
And I'm here too.
True.
Okay, Spencer, you gonna go play golf now?
Aw,
With Spoon.
Spencer has like a permanent smile on his face.
He does. He's just always
He like
smiling.
speaks through a smile.
He
you
does.
can hear
He's
his
like,
smile on
Hey.
the... Anyway,
I'm like,
back on the topic of let's
Right.
get back to wedding. How did you handle the pressure of like the societal pressure really of
Girl.
like planning a wedding and it needing, did you feel like the pressure of like this really needs to be the best day of my life?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, I feel like it's unavoidable, especially with like, oh my God. If you are planning a wedding right now, delete all of social media immediately. Delete it.
Did you do that? Or are you saying that from experience that you wish you had?
I deleted it like halfway through the process.
Okay.
Why?
Like
Just because
TikTok.
other weddings, like
Yes,
comparing?
because there's always going to be something. It's like never ending. Like
Yep.
it's like infinite things you could do. You're not going to be able to do everything. You're going to want to do everything. And just when you think that you're done, there's going to be something else. So you really
Yeah.
got to like prioritize what is important to you. Decide that in the beginning and then just do it. Like just stick to that and just do that the best that you can do. Because I think that was because I love the details. I love small details. Because I think that's what makes things super special and intimate and
You guys had
sentimental.
really great details. Like that's something that I took away.
Thank you.
Even
That I
the,
took home.
Took
the,
home.
the plates that you guys ate your cake slices off of.
Yeah.
What was that? You guys hand painted them?
Yeah, we went to Color Me Mine. Shout out Color Me Mine. I've been going there since I was like a child. I love Color Me Mine. We went to Color Me Mine on a date, and we painted a cake plate for each other.
You did it for each other.
Yeah, so
That's
mine
cute.
was so cute and silly, and Spencer's was like, because like I used to be an artist, and so when we were done, like we showed each other, and it was so funny because I mean mine was very charming, and it was really cute and special, and just another little touch that I wanted to do, and it's plus like as a great date night idea, something like I feel like the best parts of planning the wedding we're doing those little things together, like
Yeah.
like on our anniversary we went and got customized perfumes
Oh, yeah.
that we wore throughout like the wedding weekend, that we wore through our like bachelorette and his bachelor party, that my bridal showers, our ufruf, which is a Jewish thing. Your smell is so what's it called, not tactile but like
it's a very visceral.
yeah, visceral and like memory inducing.
Yes.
So, especially because I have a really strong sense of smell, like my smell is like a little superhuman. Literally, like Spencer walked into a coffee shop the other day and I was like, did you have coffee? And he was like, I literally just walked into a coffee shop. That's weird.
Crazy.
I know. It's weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
You freak.
You're a dog.
Freak. Yeah. It's bad for New York because it always smells like
Pee and poop.
But yeah, I mean, like, I guess I would be like, for planning a wedding, I would definitely get a wedding planner.
Did you have one?
Nope.
Okay.
So as a busy girl who doesn't have like a 9-to-5, who's like a contract worker, who's just like, having to,
Your schedule's
You
not
work
consistent.
a lot,
Yeah.
too.
and it's never consistent, like you said, Pete. So it's just
You can't.
like,
It's hard to like plan around that. I feel like.
exactly. So if you have a 9-to-5, it might be easier because you can like plan things, to do. But as a contract worker, it was very, very difficult to keep my life in order and also keep all my various gigs in order. And keep the wedding planning in order, because I was like, oh my God, like I have to do this, that, and this and that. But what about like my actual like work life? And then what about my friends? And then getting a planner is definitely helpful. And setting a plan a long-term plan, I would definitely do that. I didn't do that because that's just not how I roll, but I probably should have.
Yeah, I just think a lot of people, I mean, I've never planned a wedding and I don't have many people close to me at all who have planned weddings. You might be like the only one probably. Sorry if there's somebody else out there and who's listening. But so many people are focused on the big picture, like venue, what the dress looks like, and that's it.
Yeah, but it's so much more.
It's more than that. Well, first of all, it is just more than that. There's a lot that goes into it, but also I really love how much you prioritized the really small sentimental details, not just small details like the food or the decor, but literally just like things for you and Spencer.
Yeah.
Like just
Oh my
because
God.
to bring you back to your relationship and why you're having a wedding in the first place.
Right. Yeah.
One of my favorite things that you did was your private dance that you had.
Yep.
After the ceremony was over, there was like 15 more minutes of dancing with everyone, and then we all got kicked out and they had a private dance. And I just thought that was like super special because I feel like it's probably really easy to get so caught up in just like the day of the wedding and all of the things and the planning and the anticipation, and then you forget what it's really about, and like you don't have those moments with your person. That day is about you too. So like I loved that you guys did that.
Thanks. That was one of, I think, my two favorite moments was the private dance and walking down the aisle and seeing him. I was like stressed a lot of the day, not even because of like getting married, just because of people. But the most calm I felt was when I was up on that altar.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I was chill as fuck. I was just like, and I was like holding his hand, you know, like not calming him down, but like, you know, being that like grounding presence for him. Because I was just like chill. I was like, let's do this, baby. You know what I mean?
It's so funny because I feel like it would be the opposite. Because that seems like the nerve-wracking part, but
I was chill. I was cool as a cucumber during that part. I was just like, yep, let's do it. Like it was just, I think it was like one of the most calm moments of the day for me when I was just standing up there with him, holding his hands, and saying our vows. I mean, when he forgot my vow book, that was really, I didn't freak out.
No,
I was really chill about it. But I couldn't have done my vows without my vow book.
So Spencer had your vow book with your vows written in it.
Yeah.
And then one of the groomsmen, or Spencer, I don't know who was in charge of it, but was supposed to bring it and it was forgotten.
Yeah.
Was it Spencer's brother?
I don't remember whose job it was.
I feel like things are always bound to quote unquote go wrong.
Oh, for sure.
But it was fine. Like it was actually, you know, like that's what makes the day real and special is like the little things, you know, like we had to like stop and Spencer's brother ran to go get
he sprinted
hills to go get the vow book and came back and
he was like sweat. I mean, it was pretty fast.
He
it
did.
Was really fast.
He came back.
He ran so fast.
And what if he couldn't find? He guessed where it was. He didn't even know where it was.
Oh, he didn't.
What?
Yeah, he guessed, and he
found it.
He found it really quick.
It wasn't. It was just like, you know, one of those life moments.
Yeah. One of my other favorite moments of the vows was Spencer was like, "I promise to smack your butt anytime I can," and then a freaking boat.
Yeah,
drove by and was like, "Toot,
we
toot."
actually talked about that on the
I
podcast.
do remember that. Yes,
That was one of our favorite moments. But.
Yes, but anyway, yes, the private dance was probably one of my, if not my favorite moment, because it was very intimate and it was just a moment of peace and love and calmness and just us. And you know how much I love music, and especially I think live music is just so impactful. And just to have a whole band and one of your friends as a singer like just singing for you two, I mean they all kind of like melted away too. Like I honestly like, I love you, shout out Eli, love you Eli, but I like don't remember what he sounded like or what the band sounded like because I was just like,
well, you were so in the moment.
Have you felt judgment? Back in my podcast voice, have you felt judgment from people at all getting married at a younger age? Which is so funny because I feel like 27 is not young.
I mean, it's like
but
young,
it is.
but it's not that. It's like a normal age, you know, to get married. But it's
in New York, it's
not as much anymore. Like does it feel like isolating at all, or does it not bother you?
That's a good question. Oh my gosh, wait. Also, I love that there's take it home stickers all over the Christmas tree. Initially I was like, no, I don't feel judgment at all, because I feel like people who know me and Spencer, and they were just like so happy for us to get married.
Yeah.
But the isolating thing is very interesting. Like, in a way, there is like an isolating feeling of like, all my oldest siblings will know this feeling. It was like a very oldest sibling feeling, which we all are. We are all the oldest siblings.
We all have younger sisters.
Yeah, we all have younger sisters.
Sissies.
Sisters. But like that feeling of when you are the oldest child, that you kind of have to do everything first in order for like everyone else to figure it out. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, that was the only isolating part, is because I was like the first friend to get married. Like, I really had like not many people. I had like one friend who's like in Pittsburgh, who we would send like long voice memos to each other, but I really didn't have any friends here who had gotten married
That like you could look up to or like get advice from.
Exactly. And it was just, so that was the biggest isolating thing, was that like I did feel alone in the sense of like planning a wedding. Like, no one else really understood what I was going through and how stressful it was. And like, I had to keep like I had like a battle within myself, because I would be like, no one is really thinking about this as much as I am. And so when I would be like, why does no one really understand? It's because like people truly did not understand.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I guess that was the only thing where I was like, damn, like, I do feel isolated, and I do feel like a little bit like I was at points I felt like I was literally drowning in planning, and like it was very, very hard at points. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the only thing. But I didn't ever feel judged for getting married, And
you don't feel like that isolation in life, like outside of planning a wedding or having a wedding?
Not really. Like, I don't really feel like I'm missing anything. I don't really.
You're not.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't really care. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're not, because you're in a very loving, healthy relationship.
Mm-hmm. Also,
it's like, sorry.
Well, being married, I feel like you and Spencer have been together for so long now. It's not like you're married and now your relationship is completely different. It's like you're just married, but you still spoon the meat. Nothing else changes.
But I guess like single life per se, like you're not missing anything because you are in a loving, healthy relationship.
Right. No, you're not missing anything.
Say like the only thing to be missed is if you were in a relationship that was holding you back.
Exactly.
Personally. And like, that's not the case for you.
And I feel like Spencer is so like understanding and so encouraging of my dreams and of the things that I want to do. Like, I could see a world in which someone would feel isolated if they had a partner that did hold them back, that like didn't like when they hung out with friends, or didn't want them to go on contracts and like pursue their dreams. But like, Spencer's so encouraging of always, wanting the best for me and wanting me to take these opportunities that honestly like don't benefit him. You know what I mean? Like, I have to go away for months at a time, and he's so happy for me to do these things because they advance my career, or they make me connections, or I have what I mean, or I'm going on a trip with friends, and he's like, what I mean. So I could imagine a world in which that it would be isolating if you didn't have a partner that was so encouraging and so willing to do that stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
That's honestly awesome too, because being an actor is something that a lot of people don't fully understand. Right. And I feel like, Spencer's not an actor at all. No offense, Spoon. But it's so sweet that he really does get it. Like, when you go off to play a role in a show and you have to leave for 2 months at a time, like, he's never just like, oh, like, when are you gonna stop doing this? He does not talk like that, literally at all. Like, he's just happy for you to do it. And I feel like that's really hard for a lot of non-performers to understand, like just leaving for a couple of months at a time.
I mean, it is bizarre. It is weird. Like
To do a play.
our jobs are weird. Like our job, like we're leaving. We leave. We like play pretend. We like sing songs. We like make a whole bunch of like lifelong friends, and we're like, these are my family. You know what I mean?
It's like camp.
It is like camp, and then you like come back, and you're like, well, that was my work.
Yeah. And it's so
Weird.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
You know, just in so many.
No, you're so right.
ways.
It is so unpredictable. It's just so different from like a 9 to 5, which is like very predictable.
Yeah.
Do you get sad before you have to leave for a contract though? Because you're like, bye, Spoon.
I'm sad now. Yes. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave him.
Yeah, you're leaving soon
I'm
to go on
literally-
another contract.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm leaving on Sunday and I don't want to leave him. Thankfully, we do get like Thanksgiving week together. So we get to stay in Florida for a week. But yeah, no, I always get pretty sad when I have to leave. I mean, it's not that it's easy, but like I'm not like worried or anything. You know what I mean?
course,
I'm just like, damn, like
It's just sad
It
because
sucks.
you want your person with you.
yeah.
But it's also like, I feel like it's low-key kind of nice to have that element in your relationship of like unpredictability, because I think it's important to like miss someone too.
Yes,
Like
I
it keeps
agree.
things like, you know, you live together, you're literally married, like
Yes.
you get those built-in breaks, not breaks from each other, but like time apart that allows you to miss each other. And like
It's important.
distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Distance makes the heart grow. Even when I was like, happy knowing that your love is never far. No, yeah, that is true. I mean, because that's literally been our whole relationship. Is like,
Yeah, and you've made it this far.
yeah, it really does make the heart grow fonder. High key.
I believe, maybe this is controversial, I don't know, but I don't believe in a right person, wrong time. Like,
Wait, roll that back. You don't.
I do not believe, like when people are like, well, right person, wrong time, we can't be together.
I do remember you talking about this on the pod.
I feel like if you love someone enough, you'll make it work.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I remember that Pete said something on the pod that was like, oh, yeah, that also makes sense. Do you remember what you said?
Like regarding that.
Yeah, there was like one thing.
I think like life circumstances, I don't believe in that. Like distance per se. Like
Yeah.
if you love each other, you'll make it work. I think that if someone's not personally where they need to be in their personal growth situation or like mental health, and sometimes you need to be alone to figure out your shit.
Yeah.
That could be a situation where it's like you could have been the right person, but like I can't.
I agree with that. I think there are like whatchamacallit, like I think there are exceptions. Like if you do have like a strong enough foundation with a person, I think it's hard to build something when someone's
Exactly.
like
yeah.
in that part. I think it's hard to build. But I
Right.
think when you already do, because there have been like, you know, when I first got to New York, I was depressed as frick, you know. But we, you know, and I needed to grow, and that's what the whole song that you sang at the wedding, our first dance, was as we go. So I think that people can grow together,
Yeah.
and work through hard things together.
I agree. I guess I was thinking of it more as meeting someone.
Yes, I agree with that.
And
Oh.
Sorry, no, Pete, continue.
like meeting, like what you were saying is like
Yeah.
you can't build a foundation if someone's not in the right headspace.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
I do believe that if you have a foundation and that person's willing to stick by you or with you through those like hard times,
Yeah.
you will be able to make it work.
I think so.
What's
Too. Yeah, she's
going
like,
on?
what's happening over there?
What were we saying yesterday when we were putting up the Christmas tree and we kept going, oh.
No, we were singing "Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree," but we just kept going, "Oh," like the first line of it, and then we'd be like, "Oh,"
Okay.
and then a few seconds would go by, and we'd be like, "Oh."
Okay.
So stupid.
Goofy.
I love
Oh.
it. But yes, I think that's like all like that's a bullshit excuse sometimes.
I think so too. I think
Yeah.
if you really love someone, then you'll make it work. I mean, yes, of course, maybe there are some circumstances where it really is right person, wrong time. But I feel like if
But then I'm like, then is it just not the right person?
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean,
It's like maybe it could have been if it was a different time, but we've talked about how you can have multiple soulmates.
Oh, I think
100%.
Even though like Spoon is your soulmate.
I think soulmates can come in all sorts of forms. Pete and I have talked about this since we were like children, 20, 21.
Like there's different kinds of soulmates.
Yeah, I think there's friend soulmates. I think there's freaking animal soulmates.
Yeah, definitely.
You
It's
know?
souls.
I think souls are
There could be
soulmates.
multiple romantic soulmates in your life.
Like who knows? Like there's a bajillion people on this earth.
It would be kind of
You
silly
know?
to
That's
believe that
true.
you would only connect with like one person and that's your person. But like then you think about fate and like the stars aligning and like who we were meant to be with in this lifetime. It doesn't mean that it wouldn't work with someone else if that's how if the world universe brought them into your life. Like, you know what I mean?
I also think that puts a lot of pressure on people. Like,
Yes.
I was talking to, who was I talking to? The person thing. Was I talking to you, Pete, about this?
Yeah. Because you were
was-
like, I don't like the term
My person. I don't like it.
I was like, easy for you to say.
Yeah, honestly true.
I really I don't like,
You're married
Well,
to your
yes.
person.
like my person. Yes. And I love him. And I think that we are soulmates. I just think like the way that this word is being used in regular vernacular right now puts a lot of pressure on modern relationships.
Well, I will say this is something I'm working on in therapy at this very moment.
Ooh, please! I want to know like a professional,
I'm
actual opinion.
I've been struggling with anxiety where I want to be able to predict the future always,
That's what anxiety is.
which is what anxiety is. And I don't always do that in other parts of my life, but in my dating life, that's something I've always done. And it's because I've been through traumatic experiences. I've had bad dating experiences before. So it's my brain trying to protect me and see if the relationship I'm in now is dangerous or not. Yep. So I remember talking to my therapist and being like, just like, how am I supposed to know if someone's my person or not? And like, I want to know right now. And it's like, what does that even mean? She asked me, she was like, what does that mean? Like, what does it mean for someone to be your person? And I was like, Loki, I don't know. Like, isn't it just supposed to be some like thing where you're like, this is my,
That's so much pressure to put on someone though.
And then when you have like anxiety, then it's also, then you're questioning it because you're like, is this my person? Is this not my person? How am I supposed to feel? And it's like,
it's so much.
I actually said that to Rodney when he asked me to be his girlfriend. I was like, how am I supposed to feel? And he was like, I don't think you're supposed to feel any kind of way. Like, I don't think you're supposed to like, I'm like, am I supposed to be like butterflies and like, I feel like this is forever and meant to like, but I'm actually really stressed because I'm overthinking how I'm supposed to be feeling. And then it's like, whatever.
That's a lot
also,
of pressure on
it is
you.
different too. Like when you're someone who has anxiety versus like someone who doesn't, like I'm constantly questioning how I'm feeling. Like I'm like, oh, I feel annoyed in this moment, but I'm supposed to be feeling so happy and in love, or else this isn't supposed to be. And it's like, bruh, what does any of this mean? Like you feel annoyed with Spencer, you feel, and it's hard when it's in the beginning of something too, because you're just like, what? Like, I just want to know what the future holds, and I don't know. So this is something I'm working on right now, where it's like, what does all this mean? What is it like? You're finding your person and you know that you're going to be together forever. And how do you know? But there's no way to know, really.
Could it also be because we're like entering the phase of our lives where people are getting married and settling down? Like, could that amplify the anxiety of like, where is this going? Do you know what I mean? Because there's like that additional pressure of like trying to find your person that you're going to settle down with and marry and be with forever and ever and ever. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but I think that I've honestly always done this with people, like wanting to know if it's, because even in high school and stuff, if I date people, I'd freak out because I'd be like, if they're not going to be my forever person, so this has to end eventually, and then I'm going to be hurt. That's, my brain gets a little crazy.
Yeah, but that's totally normal. It's like your brain protecting you and from the past trauma that you've experienced. And I just, again, like I think that the person like vernacular that's going around on TikTok and Instagram and whatever, and that's being like said in everyday conversation. Like nowadays, I feel like it's come like to the forefront of like language right now. And I think it's a little toxic.
It is. And comparing is a big thing too. I remember like I was comparing when Rodney and I had only been dating literally for like 1 month. I was like, well, Spencer and Mikayla do this in their relationship and other people. And I'm like, we're not even in a relationship yet. Like, I'm just like comparing, like, why does he not tell me these nice things and stuff? And it's like, probably because we don't know each other like that yet.
And every relationship is different.
Yeah.
Every relationship, every friendship, every like situation. You know what I mean? Like every career situation. Like, I feel like it's so easy to compare and do that. You know what I mean? Like, it just holds you back from like living in the moment and experiencing like what's actually happening in front of you, which is anxiety. And like I'm always living in the future too, because I also have anxiety, so I understand.
It's stressful. But yes, anyways, point is, this is something I'm literally working on right now. I went back to therapy for this reason.
Hell yeah. And I think the person thing, like Pete and I talked about, is just like, I don't know, it just puts so much pressure on when you're first dating someone and when you're in a relationship.
What's a better word to use? Because
that's
like,
a good question.
I guess like when I think of like, I don't know, I'll say that word and it'll slip out like, waiting for my person.
Right.
But like when I say that though, I'm not thinking of it in a deep way. Like I don't think that there's one person out there for me. Yeah, like maybe there's one that I'm going to end up with because I can't end up with every person that could potentially be my soulmate on this planet.
True.
But like I just use it as a word to describe, you know,
that's
like
a good point.
A soulmate, a romantic soulmate that I will maybe, you know, build a life with. But like, what's a better word to use?
I don't know.
I think this is going to be like very, I don't know. I think partner.
My partner.
But that sounds a little corny.
But also, can't a partner also just be anyone?
But I think like
I guess so can a person.
Life partner.
Yeah, like your partner, like partner and Graham. No, but like your partner. I don't know. I really do think that like Spencer and I are like partners, but also like a part of each other. Like it's a weird sort of, I don't know if there's like a singular word that can describe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why, it's hard. It's like,
it is hard.
Indescribable.
I don't know. I mean, maybe we ask the viewers.
What do y'all think? We can also do our take home.
Yes.
What are we taking home?
What are we taking home
today?
We kind of covered a lot of different like things today, but I think
we did.
Wherever you are in your love journey, romantic love, whatever that means to you, wherever you are is valid.
Yes.
You know, like especially in your 20s, this is something we've been talking about a lot on the podcast recently, is like everyone, this is just a time in our lives, especially in our mid to late 20s, where we're really branching out and like building our own lives. Everyone's just on their own path, and you know, just some people are getting married and having kids, and some people are, you know, single and still figuring out their careers and whatever. Like, and wherever you are is fine. Like, you're not behind, you're not ahead, you just are where you are. And there is no timeline that we all need to be stuck to that society tells us is right or wrong, you know?
Agreed.
And it's so hard to like truly believe that, you know, because we're always comparing ourselves to other people and society's expectations. But like, who's to say how we're supposed to live life? Like, we're literally on a floating rock and we're just supposed to be here to experience. So,
whatever
you know,
happens.
just enjoy where you are.
And wedding planning is hard. But if you're getting married or planning a wedding, do what Mikayla did and add in some sweet little sentimental things to bring you back to what your day is really supposed to be about, which is you and the person you're marrying.
Yes, little special touches. Like, we did a lot of special crafts together. It was really special because I'm a very crafty person. And I got all these ideas, and I I asked Spencer to be part of them, and he willingly was like, yes, I want to do this. And so just having like those, making dates and time for the two of you to come back to why you are planning a wedding in the first place, and having little dates to celebrate this special day and really just have time for the two of you. I think another take home that Pete, you inspired in me was that, like, regardless of where you are in your journey of love, to rely on your friends and talk to your friends, even if they're not in the stages of your life. And they, you know, I think that my friends have been a big help to me, even though, you know, I've been in this long-term relationship for 11 years, and I feel like I can still talk to my friends and communicate, and like they'll hear me and give me advice, and I can hear them and give them advice, even if we're on completely different paths in life. And, you know, if you are in a long-term relationship, to like really nurture those friendships that you have as well, and like, you know, just nurture all the relationships in your life, I would say.
Yeah.
Nurture.
Okay, well, that was the episode.
Yay!
Mikayla, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Where can people find you?
You can find me. I don't think I've looked at the camera
At
once.
Broken Chameleon.
No. You can find me at Mikayla A. Cohen on Instagram.
Yay! We'll have Mikayla's linked in
And
our
listen to her sing.
bio, so you can go find her. And yeah, she's amazing and talented in many different ways.
So are you guys. Or mix baby cakes.
Yes.
Order a cake
for
from
baking. You need to not you don't need to do anything, but I really want to see you like
You need to
sell your baked goods, because it could be such a successful business.
Her cakes are really cute.
They're really cute and they're really
yummy.
tasty.
Yay! Thanks, guys.
Follow us at Take It Home Pod wherever, you know, all the places. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. If you have an idea for an episode, please feel free to DM us and give us a 5-star rating if you liked it.
If you didn't like it, then no need to rate.
Right.
Let's do a very quick fake one.
Quick fake one.
Quickest listener write-in ever. Oh, Charles from England, who Charles from England says that he baked a cake, but it's too dry. What should he do next time?
Don't bake it very long. Overbaked it, maybe. I think probably. Or you overwhipped it. Overwhipped it.
Okay, you overwhipped it or overbaked it, Charles.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Subscribe, and we come out with a new episode every Thursday.
Yeah, we do.
Woo, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on, Miss Me.
I need you, oh God.
Why do I think of Moonbeam Ice
Cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies. Want you know what?
Okay.
I'm surprised you're touching my feet.
I'm gonna wash my hands immediately.
Goodbye.